While you were sobbing into your booze over Princess Leia, you might have missed the best tech, science, and medical news of 2016. Welcome to In Case You Missed It 2016 Wrap-Up Edition. Oh,
mine didn't go off.
Jesus, I'm so... 2016 Wrap-Up Edition.
Oh,
yes. Cause getting to put Elmer's glue on your skin and wait for it to dry as a fully grown adult should be celebrated at every opportunity. Do you want to taste?
Oh, God.
Please enjoy my favorite 10 stories of the year after you remember 2016 as, yes, a difficult year for a lot of people, but it's also the year NASA tried to crowdfund the poop problem of where astronauts are gonna go in their spacesuits, so it wasn't all bad. Diapers are not gonna cut it on the trip to Mars though, so that's why NASA and Hero X have a very special request about the bathroom inside the suit.
How is this waste treated such that it does not harm the astronaut or even kill them? This is the problem we are asking you to help us with.
They are crowdsourcing a solution to deal with up to 6 days of urine, blood, or poo. This is a serious problem and NASA is treating it as such, even though it's not so glamorous.
Hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppin' over hill.
Technology can do pointlessly amusing things. Yes, I'm looking at that LED stick thing. Or more often lately, they just take a note from Mother Nature in the design process. And that, kids, is how we got bat drones. But even better is when tech does something incredible. And that is why these gloves that translate deaf or mute sign language to hearing people have my vote for most life-changing tech invention this year. These two inventors from the University of Washington just won the top prize at an MIT competition. The gloves work by connecting with Bluetooth to a laptop, then processing the movements and spitting out the audio.
You were to say, "Hello, I'm well, thank you." It would look something like this.
Hello. I'm well. Thank you.
And just like that, we've translated American Sign Language into spoken English instantly.
MIT blew all of our minds with its interactive video that manipulates what you see after film is already taken. It is not magic, guys. They made it happen with a new imaging technique called interactive dynamic video. They studied video clips to find very, very small vibration modes of objects in videos, which shows the way things could move. Then the software maps it and applies the movement to an object whenever and however they'd like. And since we'll all be cyborgs soon enough, shout out to Carnegie Mellon for bringing it home. Except these are cockroaches built to help each other, and it's like you sheeple never saw any horror movies.
Clever girl.
Doesn't end well. But what if all the cool gadgets in the world cannot make up for whatever medical issue you have? Scientists this year were not about to leave your skin folds hanging.
What we've been able to do is create a cream, basically, that you could put on the skin that can actually form essentially an elastic second skin.
Researchers from MIT have developed a similar second skin that is applied as a gel, dries, and stays on for up to 24 hours or until the patient actively rubs or peels it off. The gel compound can be reformulated to deliver drugs, protect the dermis from the effects of eczema, and even smooth out wrinkles. We are practically bored of saying 3D printing around here, but not for this next medical miracle. Australia is totally redeeming itself with the first ever surgery that used 3D printed replacements for vertebrae that were chock full of cancer. It was a rare form of cancer called chordoma. The surgery took 15 hours, and during it, they had to separate and then successfully reattach the skull to the spinal tissue with the new 3D printed titanium parts. And then we just need to roll this because I cannot get over the tiny robot that is allegedly up to good. MIT made an origami robot that can be swallowed in pill form, unfold itself within the digestive tract, and then do some pretty crazy things.
The robot can remove foreign objects, it can patch wounds, or it can deliver medicine at designated locations.
The researchers used dried pig intestine to form the robot. They designed it to remove button batteries since people in the US keep swallowing them and messing up their insides. Remember how MIT Smarties created a pesticide mix that actually sticks to what it's sprayed onto? Yeah, so does Monsanto every night in their nightmares. The freaking geniuses divided the regular spray into 2 portions, then gave one a negative charged polymer additive and the other positive. When they're sprayed on the same leaf, the drops attract each other and hey presto, the stuff actually stays where it's supposed to. This theoretically way reduces runoff pollution, probably that gross algae in lakes near conventional farming, and even better, Julia Roberts gets to stay home with her twins. But this is also the year 2 different groups of researchers took on carbon emissions in exciting new ways. First, UCLA turned it into questionably named concrete. The 21st century alchemists extract greenhouse gases from power plant smokestacks into what they are calling CO2-crete. How do you pronounce that? That's terrible. The captured carbon is then combined with lime to produce a cement-like material. So far, they can only make small quantities in lab 3D printers to shape it into cute little cones. And then a different group of environmental scientists made us question the very essence of dirt. Here's another slide. Not as simple as it looks. This was regular old pollutant carbon from emissions at a power plant in Iceland. But scientists pumped that air underground, waited a few months, and it chemically turned to rock. Just rock. It all happened under a pilot project by CarbFix, some of those scientists trying to save us from ourselves. Speaking of carbon dating revealed ages of a shark in cold northern waters that I was not personally prepared for. Researchers have found that one in particular, the Greenland shark, is especially long-lived. They performed carbon dating tests on 28 of the animal's eyes after they were accidentally caught. Scientists say one shark may have been 512 years old, but the average age is more like 272. That means at least one of those sharks was alive during Shakespeare's time, so I suggest we call it the Methuselah shark. That's a Bible joke. Jeez. And finally, this is technically 11, but I couldn't actually let you go until you knew that trees apparently rest their branches at night because even they want to be leafed alone at the end of a long day. I stand by that joke.
Boo.
A group of international scientists believe they're on their way to proving that trees actually sleep. A new study focused on birch trees showed they drop the tips of their branches up to 10 centimeters at nighttime. That's on the left. To get that data, scientists teamed up to scan trees in Austria and Finland at the same time. At this stage, there's no way to prove that the trees aren't just resting after angling their branches and leaves to catch more sun all day long. But at least 2 other trees, poplars and chestnuts, have had their genomes decoded enough to show that they have circadian rhythm in their DNA, which, as you all know, is the thing deep inside that tells us it's time to go to bed, or not.
This is it, Jennifer. Your big break in TV.
Shout out to Carrie Fisher, the best princess of our modern time. See you at CES, friends.